Nice, lovely day here today. The view up here is absolutely beautiful. It never ceases to amaze me. Hot day like today, especially when it's bushfire season, you can still get some amazingly good views. And obviously there's the background over here, but this obviously doesn't beat this type of view right here. But as much as I want to stick around and continue looking at this view, I'm actually heading back to the house because it's quite hot out here, so. All right, back inside in the cool and cold. Yeah, it was getting warm out there, and it's even getting warmer later today. I think pretty soon we'll be at like 40 degrees tops for today. It's gonna even get hotter tomorrow. It'll be like 43 degrees Celsius, something like that. So welcome everybody to an update video. As I said before in the YouTube's, what would it be called? Like community post tab or something like that. I basically did a post 2 weeks ago, or roughly 3 weeks ago now. But I basically said that I would be making this update video. I would have done it a little bit earlier in the week, or at least in the month. But I had to sort of take the time to recover because I had my wisdom teeth removed about 2 weeks ago now. So I'm pretty much in a good point to actually make this video and basically give you guys a brief update on what's going to happen for this channel. Because there are some big updates that I'm making for this year coming and for season 13 of Let's Plays, but I'll get to that very shortly. But to kick this video off, I obviously have to talk about my absence from, I think the last 2 videos that I uploaded was the last of the Halloween special videos that I did. I basically then took an early break after uploading those videos, which wasn't intentional. It wasn't my intent to finish the season off that early, but I basically ended up becoming busy. That's the short story of it. I basically ended up becoming busy. I had, I think, like 2-3 club tournaments, one other tournament, 2 club tournaments, one other tournament, I should say, for racquetball and squash. So I took the weekend to play those tournaments. So I didn't have enough time, or I was tired, to basically finish off the last 2 videos that I do have recorded and are in the bank. I just never got around to finishing those videos. So that is pretty much really what it is. And then I ended up becoming busy with other stuff outside of YouTube. So I decided to basically spend the last 2 months with friends and family. Basically spend the time to celebrate Christmas and then of course holidays for the new year. And but now we're here in 2026, which means season 13 is around the corner. But before I kick season 13 off for 2026, as I said before, there are some changes that I made, and there are 3 pretty big changes, especially for those who have been with me from either the beginning or had subscribed like halfway to me doing videos on YouTube. But needless to say, there is some changes that I am making to the channel, and there are, whether you see them as big or small changes, that really depends on how you see it, but I can definitely say that they are big changes for me, because I am mixing a few things up here and there, but I'll talk about it. Now, I'm basically reading through a list of info that I have on my phone here, so forgive me if I'm holding this for a while I'm doing this, but basically the first change that I am making for this season is that I'm moving my uploading days from Wednesdays to Fridays. The reason that I came to this decision was because I basically had took a lot of time to consider that, especially whether it happens early now or whether it happens later in the year, I definitely know that there will be certain points in time that I will be busy. More busier than normal compared to how I tend to sort of usually be busy throughout my last few years or something like that. But I definitely know that I will be a lot more busier this time around. So I basically had to restructure a lot of basically how I will upload videos going forward, basically how I will record videos going forward. But basically the first thing I came to a decision, and a final decision, was to move uploading days from Wednesdays to Fridays. And along with the change of uploading days, I'm also changing up the schedules, or sort of the, how would I put it? Yeah, I wrote it down as schedules on here. So I basically am changing up my recording and editing time schedules as compared to how I had been doing it over the last few years. And to give you a bit of an insight, basically I would record videos on Thursdays and Fridays. Sometimes 2 videos on one day, or usually 1 video on the separate days. And then I would spend the weekend editing the videos, maybe leading up to Monday to make the final touches. And then I would take Tuesday to basically edit and make the thumbnails for YouTube, and then upload the videos for YouTube. Then I'll eventually schedule those videos to be live on Wednesdays. But sometimes if I don't make the scheduling, then I would basically just upload them on Wednesdays anyway. But needless to say, when I look back at that schedule that I have been doing for a lot of years, while that it has worked out from the beginning and I had no issues with it before, I had taken the moment to sort of look back and sort of then consider the fact that if I was to tend to be busy, which mostly would likely happen on the weekends anyway, I knew that I had to sort of change things up a little bit. And particularly when it comes to the change in the uploading days, I knew that I had to change up my schedules for recording and editing videos. So the new schedule will be that I will record videos on either Mondays or Tuesdays, spend Wednesdays and Thursdays to edit the videos if need be, and then hopefully have that ready and upload them on Fridays. So that is the schedule that I'm going for. Sometimes I'll probably record videos on the weekends, especially if it's playing with my friends, because I reckon that will be a more common thing going forward. But realistically, when it comes to a lot of the solo or single player playthroughs that I do, I will most likely do those on Mondays and Tuesdays. That's the plan, or the goal at least for me, to try and sort of juggle that up a little bit. But that's the goal, at least for the time being. Now, another huge change that I'm making, especially starting with this season and going forward from here on out, is not only am I changing the uploading days to Fridays, but I'm also reducing the amount of videos that I'm uploading on Fridays from 2 to 1. For those who have stuck with my channel for a long time, you would have noticed that every Wednesdays I would usually post at least 2 videos. And it's sort of been all right for me since I started, and I basically had changed up my schedule of uploading videos before, but then I eventually went back to uploading 2 videos because that just was more comfortable for me, excuse me. But eventually then, again, considering that I would probably end up being busy no matter what time or what point I would be busy again, I knew that I had to also change up not only just the uploading days, but the amount of videos that I upload as well. And considering that I do tend to put a bit more effort, or have been putting a little bit more effort into editing the videos as of a few videos. Sometimes not so much. Sometimes I do put a little bit of effort if an idea comes to my head that sort of works with it. But I knew that because of that effort, it has been taking a little bit longer for me to edit those videos and get them ready, that I just knew that I had to sort of change things up a little bit. Now, just because I'm changing to uploading 1 video weekly as a priority from here on out, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to upload 2 videos weekly outright. Sometimes from time to time, if I feel like it, I may upload 2 videos a week, or a certain week at least. But the priority, and at least the goal for me, is to upload 1 video weekly. So that way it allows me to even plan out ahead and have videos scheduled with the following week, just in case if I have to miss a recording day or miss a recording week or something like that. So that way it will allow me to plan a bit ahead and plan better to schedule videos, so that if I do have to take a break from recording, or if I do miss a recording session of some kind, then at least that I have a video ready that will be uploaded, and that I will schedule and have it live the following week if I tend to sort of miss a week, if that makes any sense. But again, as I'm saying, it doesn't mean that I'm getting rid of uploading 2 videos of a certain week. That can still happen from time to time, It's just not going to be a frequent thing. The priority and the focus for me is to upload at least one video so that I have a much more planned out and fleshed out schedule, so that I will consistently have videos uploaded throughout the several weeks ahead of time. At least that's what the goal or the challenge is for me at this point. So overall, those are the 3 major changes that I am making for this channel. I had been thinking about this from time to time, and I've been having it in my thoughts throughout most of last year, but considering that I will end up being a lot more busy than what I would normally have been from this point on, I knew that this change would make sense, and it was about time that I make this change. Again, because that I'm sort of putting a bit more effort into editing the videos, and not to mention, of course, you know, the certain times where I'll probably end up being busy, it just made sense to me to make these changes and to basically have a much more fleshed out schedule, just to make things easy for me to record videos, edit videos, and get some ready, and then basically just organize them to a point where they can upload at a consistent rate. Now, what that would mean is that it's possible or likely that I'll probably not end up uploading as much videos as what I used to, especially if you look at like the past seasons leading up to like around, you know, 48 to like 50 something. Like the highest I would get is 60. I probably won't get to that number again, but as long as I keep consistently uploading videos and scheduling them to be live at a certain point in time, that's really my main goal at this point. And that's the main target, to try and at least have that consistency moving forward, and hopefully in the next few years when I continue to do YouTube. So that's at least the changes, or the major changes, that I'm making to this channel. I hope that it works out for everyone else. The time frame is still roughly around 12 to 12:30. That's how I've sort of been scheduling the videos to go live, when I've been doing 2 every Wednesday. So that's the similar time frame I'm going for, but I may also change that at some point. But to the latest, 12:30 is what I will probably have the video be scheduled to go live, but I'll try and target at least 12. That's the target, at least. Now, there are 2 other things that I want to talk about in this video: TikTok and streaming. Let's start off with TikTok first. Now, for those who may or may not know, especially those who have subscribed to my channel, I have a TikTok account, which the link will be in the description, and I'll have a link name or the page name on the screen right now. But I've been slowly starting and posting content on TikTok, and it will be something that I'll probably do a bit more as well on TikTok going forward. I'm not sure what type of content I'm posting as much yet. I do know that I'm sort of looking at some of the clips that I have saved and picked out from Twitch, so I'll probably post some Twitch clips over on there, as well as probably look at some past videos and making some clips that are TikTok worthy, at least, or at least TikTok footage of some kind. That's the target, or the goal at least. But I'll also post a lot of moments of like little adventures here and there, as you probably would have seen with some of the content I posted. Depending on the location I'll be at, I will definitely be continuing to make more of those types of videos, because I've always liked a good adventure here and there. And no matter what location is, whether if it's close by here to home or if it's further out somewhere, possibly even closer to Melbourne or something like that, you'll definitely be seeing a lot of those kind of videos going forward. But again, I still haven't figured out what I want to do with TikTok yet, but we shall wait and see. All right, the second thing to talk about is streaming. I've sort of taken a break off of streaming as well, and I've kind of sort of been slacking off in terms of streaming when I miss a week's upload. But I haven't quite figured out, especially with this new schedule I'm going for YouTube, I haven't quite figured out what to do with streaming yet. Whether that be streaming on Twitch, whether that be streaming on YouTube. I may end up start streaming on TikTok if I feel like it. We'll have to wait and see on that. I have been testing out, of course, multi-streaming with Twitch and YouTube, thanks to, of course, Stream Elements, which I've been using for a while now. I probably might end up going back to using just one platform, or probably alternate between streaming on Twitch or even streaming on YouTube. I haven't fully decided on that yet. But I do tend to try and see if I can get a better work on streaming, multi-streaming, I should say, for both Twitch and YouTube. But again, I still have to figure out a few things here and there, and to try and basically organize a few other things to make it work and make streaming work, because I do want to get back into streaming as well as making videos again. But I have to sort of plan out a bit of a better approach to it. So we'll see how we'll go from there. But that is pretty much all the big changes that I am announcing for this update video. I am looking forward to some of the new games that are in the works and are coming out later this year. I am excited to get back into some of the games that I still need to play, whether that be on my PC or my Switch 2. I'm looking forward to get back into recording videos again. I'll hopefully get started for next week. But for the time being, I have to edit this update video. And also, I'm looking forward to getting back into recording 3 game demos, because I have finally figured out a proper sort of new structure for the series to get back into recording 3 demos again. That just makes things a lot more easier, a lot more better to record those videos. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing those videos again. And now having to be able to just do 1 video weekly as the change, it'll make 3 game demos recording and editing a much more easier and a lot more with ease. So that really is, that's a good thing for me, I would say. At least I think so, anyway. But I hope you guys are also looking forward to the new videos that are coming soon later this year. Again, I'm sort of targeting for the first week of February, but I may push that to the second week if need be. But first week of February, definitely the main target right now. But that's all I have to really say for this video. So thank you much, guys, for watching. Again, I am sorry that I kind of sort of went absent after the Halloween special, even though that I did make at least 2 posts saying that I do have 2 other videos in the bank. I may end up uploading those 2 videos along with the new ones once when I get started. So once when those videos are uploaded, then I'm going straight to doing 1 video weekly. So we'll see how we go from there. But yeah, that's all I really have to say for this video. So thank you much, guys, again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, then click the like button, click the subscribe button for more videos anyway. Until then, here's to 2026 and Season 13 of Let's Plays. I'm Liam from Leeds, Australia. Liam out.